Welcome to the Smiles Are Wild channel, brought to you by Pediatric Dental Associates and Orthodontics. My name is Amy Morgan. We will be bringing you fun and educational videos weekly to help you take better care of your child's oral health care needs at home and on the go. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to see all of our new videos. And remember, it doesn't really matter how you take care of your teeth as long as you take care of them from the beginning. Today we have a really exciting information. So this Friday, July 17th, is the 13th annual Dream Big Gala, and I'm going to bring on our special guest, which is Miss Emily Rappe Fisher. Hello, Emily.
Hi.
All right, so welcome, Emily. Thank you for joining us today. We are super excited to hear more information about the event. First, I want you to talk just a little bit about, just for those who may not know, what the Children's Safety Center is. And we'll start with that, and then we'll go into other questions.
Sure. So the Children's Safety Center is the only center of its kind located in Washington County, and we provide direct and immediate services for victims of child abuse. We serve mainly priority 1, but that can look like severe neglect, physical abuse, sexual abuse, witnesses to violence. If they're around a drug situation or they witness anything happening to their mom or any type of violence, then instead of those children being interviewed in the home, where maybe the offender's in the next room and they're probably not going to say much, or taken to the police station, which can be super scary for a child, they all come to our center. We provide them with child advocates. We do most of the forensic interviewing because we have trained forensic interviewers on staff, specifically trained to interview a child. We can provide forensic medical exams. And then we also provide free therapy after all of that. We refer all of our kids to therapy. And we've been here 23 years. We have over 11,000 handprints all over our walls. Every time a child comes in, they put their handprint on the wall. It's one of the last things that they do. We see infants through 17 years of age. So we have really tiny little infant baby feet on the walls up to really big handprints from some of the older kids that we see. But we saw over 800 kids last year, and most of those were sexual abuse allegations. So, yes, we're going to talk about a fundraiser today, and we need money because we're a nonprofit, and all of those services that I just talked about are completely free to the family. But also we need to get that awareness piece out because we have been here for 23 years. I hear all the time how, I didn't even know you guys were in the area. And we just need to get the word out that abuse does happen here, but also that it's preventable. And so our 5th component that we do, Casey Atwood, our program director, has been doing for a couple of years now, is the free child abuse prevention trainings. And we actually have one of those coming up at the end of July.
Yes. So tell us a little bit, because that's an online event. Is that correct? Is the one
yes.
Talk a little bit about that. Yeah.
But that's actually, I think, we're going to continue that. It's really easy for people to just kind of jump on. It's a 1-hour training. We've kind of played around with the different times, and the one that's at the end of July is going to be from 12 to 1, so during lunch. And I think everyone's pretty familiar with Zoom right now. So if you are eating lunch, you can feel free to turn off the camera and just listen, or, there might be several people eating with you. But Casey just dives right in and tells you, how to protect your kids. Like, first of all, what is, the grooming process? Because that's a big thing. Also, internet safety. Right now with COVID and kids being home, around those offenders, not around mandated reporters, but also maybe on the internet more now that they're home than they used to be. It's just those kinds of tips and tricks that you can talk to your child about abuse, how to protect themselves, how to tell you if something does make them feel uncomfortable, how to say no to someone if something makes them feel uncomfortable. So it's a really great, quick 1-hour training. And then there's also lots of free resources on our website, worksheets and everything, coloring sheets that you guys can download and talk to your kids about protecting themselves.
Yes. And that website, just in case you need to know, is childrensafetycenter.org. We are going to put some information in the comments when we get into the gala information, but that same website can be used to find all of those services. So, that kind of ties into something that I just want to speak to from our office's standpoint, is that, we're very proud to be sponsors. This is technically our 7th year to sponsor, but our 5th year to be involved with the gala. The gala is amazing. We're sad that COVID has brought it into the virtual landscape, but we are also thankful that our community has been able to come together and be able to still provide that gala. That money is so important for this nonprofit organization. Talk just a little bit, just as we get into the gala, just let's talk about some numbers. Like on average, per child, what is the cost per child?
Yeah, so every case is so different, but the math comes out to about $1,600 per child. Now that's if they receive, every child receives an advocate, if they need a forensic interview, if they need a medical exam, and then therapy. We don't bill insurance. We're a 501c3 nonprofit, so every single one of our services is completely free, and we want it to stay that way. And also, because it is, we don't ever close a case. We call it transitioning a case. So especially during COVID, like that's one of the things that our advocates have been busy doing is calling families, checking in with them. We've done a lot of grocery shopping. Liliana, our bilingual child advocate, was just telling me that she had a mom call the other day. It's single mom. They all just got exposed to COVID. So they're quarantined to their house. Well, how are they supposed to go grocery shopping? They have no family. I mean, it's just them, single mom and her kids. And so Liliana went over there and grabbed the grocery list, and it was so cute because mom had written a list, but each kid had like written their own list too. So we went grocery shopping for them and brought them back to their house. I mean, it's just things like that that come together as a community, especially with our clients, who a lot of them are still very vulnerable. And sometimes we'll provide rent, sometimes like outdoor play toys, all of those types of things, anything we can do, because these are all kids that have already been to our center. So if you think about the layers, they're already dealing with the aftermath of abuse on top, and then you layer COVID, and then you layer what COVID has brought to their family. Have they lost their job? Are they on, different types of, services that maybe aren't continuing right now? And, we would just really try to check in with them and help them as much as we can.
For sure. And I think that's one of the things that I have been and admired so much about the center itself is that it goes beyond just the actual physical sexual abuse. It goes beyond, it just keeps going and going and going. There's been lots of things that have happened that it's just been really shocking to me to see the number of kids. I think that was the biggest thing that, especially as the marketing coordinator here, I'm kind of able to pick and choose where we're putting our money and what we're doing. And I mean, I do have to get it approved by the doctors, but I think just even being in the center and seeing, you don't really get it sometimes until you see the handprints. And I think that's one of my most cherished things. Every year I get a handprint, and it's one of my most cherished things in my office. I wish I would have brought it on the video today, but I just think that y'all are doing really important work. And so we are very proud to be sponsors again this year for the 13th annual Dream Big Gala. So let's dive into that. This year it's being run virtually, obviously. But let's talk a little bit about how they can find that information and kind of what y'all have planned as far as a agenda.
Yes. So normally this event is at the Fayetteville Town Center, and we have all of our awesome donors and supporters there. And Amy and PDAO do such a fabulous job of their Candyland themed lounge. And I know that my mom is personally really sad about not getting to browse all the macaroons and fill up her bag with goodies and all of that. But the show must go on, right? It is our largest fundraiser of the year. There was no talk of even remotely canceling it. It usually, last year it brought in over $200,000, and that is unrestricted funds that we can allocate as needed as a center and allocate, towards our top needs at the time. And so there, I mean, like I said, there's no canceling it. So it is this Friday. It starts at 7:00. The pre-reel will start at 6:45. You can be sure you go and like our Facebook page, Children's Safety Center, and also say that you're attending the event in the event section, because that way you will get notifications as we post updates. You'll get a notification, and then you'll also get a notification when we go live. So you'll be able to be like, oh yeah, I need to watch this event. And also, it's not posted yet, but we will post a YouTube link as well. That's really easy with the smart TVs these days. Most of them have the YouTube app. So you'll be able to just click the app on your smart TV, pull up that link, watch the whole event on your big screen while maybe you're bidding on your phone or, messaging us in the comments. But the whole program style, we're circus theme. We've been circus theme for quite a long time now. We love that theme. We're continuing with it this year. So the whole program will be about 30 to 40 minutes. I just finished filming our stilt walker yesterday. So the stilt walker will greet you guys, and he's doing some fun things throughout the event. We also brought back our magician that we use every year. So he's going to be doing fun things. It is a family-friendly event. So pull it up, get your kids, watch it. And then there are, we dive into kind of the different programs of the center. And then we have a bunch of pre-recorded videos, one from a survivor that came through the center. She's amazing. We ask for donations. You guys do your bidding on the auction. And then we have Boom Kinetic, who, if you guys don't know Boom Kinetic, they are so fun. They do like 80s and 90s cover songs, but also some of their own stuff. So they'll be live for about an hour as well. So we're saying like, clear out your coffee tables and have a fun dance party in your living room. And then right after that, we'll have a Q&A with the band as well. So that'd be kind of fun to do. And then as an extra fundraiser this year, because this event is free, so we are not selling tables or tickets, and we sell out every year. So we were like, how do we bring in that extra revenue that we're losing from that? And so we decided to do pie in the face. So we have 4 different community members. We have Allison Dolan, who's a local teacher in Springdale, and she's also with the Fayetteville Junior Civic League. We have Matt Durrett, who's the Washington County prosecutor. We have Jessica Hendricks, who is the president and CEO of Saatchi and Saatchi X. And then we also have Dr. Andrew Kohler with Northwest Arkansas Pediatrics, who's a longtime supporter. And then Dr. Kohler is also our volunteer medical director for all of our medicals that we do at the center. So they're all on our Facebook page, on our website. You can click to donate to their campaigns. And then when you watch the event live on Friday, you'll get to, if they reach their goal, you'll get to see them get a pie in the face.
I think that is so fun. And I love that community members are coming together to make this virtual experience something fun. I think the kids will really enjoy the band for sure. I think we'll be watching it at home with our kids. So we're super excited about it. One of the things that I get super excited about it, and I know we have a coworker, and I wish that she was here today because I was going to bring her on. Her husband lives for this online auction, for the bidding, and apparently like went crazy last year. But so let's talk a little bit about it. So we've got the pie in the face, and just so you know, $5 helps, $10 helps. So any amount that we can get, all of that can be lump sum together. $5 is going to buy somebody a meal after a hard night, and so, think about that in terms of what you're able to give. If you are, get some friends and family together, say, let's go in as a family and let's do this together. But any amount will help with that. But then on top of that, there is an online auction. So talk a little bit about how they can get that information.
Yeah, so I'm still entering items this afternoon. I'm going to pick up a bunch, but I think I currently have a little over 100 packages uploaded to the site, and you can register for free. You can view for free. Start bidding, start getting them up. But we've got really fun things for kids. Huge, like those ride-ons. The what are they? A 24-volt ride-on. I've got a Barbie
like the Power Wheel.
Yeah, the Power Wheels.
Yep,
I've got a Barbie camper. I know I don't have room in my office to show you, but they're all on the website. But I've got a Barbie camper, a side-by-side, a tractor. I think I have like a Razor scooter, some bikes, lots for kids. And then I've got a Samsung TV, Samsung soundbar, trips. So one of our board members that used to be a board member owns these amazing cabins out in Boxley Valley. So that's, Buffalo River, and it's called the Firehouse Cabin, and it's 2-story. The deck is on the top story. It's really cool. We have a stay in Italy, 6 days in Italy on there. I brought some stuff with me. So we have the Eye Center, have these great Ray-Bans from the Eye Center.
Yes. You should model those. Yes. Very nice, Emily. Yes. Yes. Great job.
Yes. Really cool things. Liquor World just donated Rocktown Distillery out of Little Rock. So they donated this whiskey, which I think that's like a $65, $70 bottle.
Sure.
Dollar bottle. And then our friends over at Sony, get ready for the throwback because this is old school. I grew up with this, but R.L. Stein. Do you remember reading
yes.
and the Goosebumps? So I have signed Goosebumps
Oh,
by
wow.
R.L. Stine. So I have the book and the movie that's signed by R.L. Stine.
I might
And then
just
the
have to
other
nerd out
thing,
and get that.
not fun. The other thing that Sony sent us, which is on the side, but it's too big to show, is an authentic Peter Rabbit, the movie that stars James Corbin, Rose Byron, Margot Robbie. So it's
Right?
signed by the
Oh, wow.
cast. It's
That's
framed
fun.
and signed by the cast. I mean, I was like, Margot Robbie touched this poster. Okay, like
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I
yeah,
know
so
there's
lots of really cool and fun. Oh, Sam's Furniture donated two $2,500 gift cards. So if you need furniture, I would bid on those. I'm about to go pick up some full-length mirrors. Our friends at Signature Bank donated their Razorback basketball suite. And if for some reason we can't have basketball this year, it's good for next year. Just lots of fun things on there. I mean, there's something for everyone.
That's awesome. I love that you don't, and I don't really see this at galas that I go to, but I love that since this is a family friendly event, and usually every year, including because it deals with kids, we get a lot of toys, get a lot of stuff. I know last year there was, and I saw this year too. There's some Funko Pops I have my eye on. Saw those. Me and my husband collect those. So anyway, there's just lots of fun stuff. I think that it's a good way to give back and also, maybe get a treat for your family. If you have like a big birthday coming up or something like that, some of those signed things would be really cool as well.
Yeah.
Um,
So I'll tell you what my mom does every year. So she buys the toys for her grandson and hoards them until Christmas. She also loves to get like the vendor baskets, like P&G and J&J. And I just picked up one from Newell Brands with a bunch of Sharpies in it and all of that. So when Christmas rolls around, we'll find some of this in our stockings. And I'm like, I know where you got that. Like, her money spends too. So, every dollar helps. So
yes,
there's some ideas. You don't have to use it right away. You can just hoard it for Christmas presents too.
for sure. I know your mom's a big supporter. I love seeing her every year. She's so sweet. And she said everything. She shows up for everything. She shows up for you big time. So
I
that's
know. Well,
very sweet.
she taught school for over 40 years. So she knows. I mean, she had a lot of these kids in her classroom. And I remember growing up and we would give kids rides home all the time. We would go shopping for coats and just different things like that. And I didn't, when I was young, I didn't really understand it. But now, I mean, teachers are the ones that really, they're our mandated reporters and they're the ones that most of the time call the hotline. And so being out of school right now is just really, I think about our kids every single day, not being around those mandated reporters. And that's where we really need neighbors and friends to check in on these kids. If they see anything, call the hotline, all of those things.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and end up today. Emily, thank you so much for coming on today. I'm glad that we had a chance to discuss this and get some of this information out. We will be sharing all week on our page more information, making sure everybody's getting logged into that event. Again, the 13th annual Dream Big Gala is going to be this Friday, July 17th. The pre-reel on the event is going to start about 6:45 p.m. You can find that on Facebook Live, on the Children's Safety Center page, on the event page, but you can also watch it on your smart TV on YouTube, and then you can be on your laptop doing all of the online bidding all at the same time. So get some popcorn. It's a circus theme, so get you some popcorn, get you some peanuts. I can't provide any candy this year, even though I wish I could. But just have fun with it. We hope that you'll all join us. And at any time, if you need information on the center or information on how to donate, you can always contact me directly. You can also contact Miss Emily by going to their website, and there's a donate button there. So you can also do that at any time. So thank you, Emily. We're going to sign off with you right now. I really appreciate you joining me, and we will see you soon. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Remember to go ahead and like our page here on Facebook. Follow us on YouTube at Pediatric Dental Associates and Orthodontics. And also you can find other fun contests and information on our Instagram at Smiles Are Wild. As always, if you have any questions about anything dental related, any community events, if you need to promote anything within our Northwest Arkansas community, please contact me. My email is amy@smilesarewild.com. We'll see you guys again soon. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and go visit us on smilesarewild.com.